Joseph Pizza, welcome to the Coffee Pot. My name is Chishy Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Gentlemen, you do not want to be the first good man she's had. This gentleman says, shout out to Cruise Season. That's where you can check out the full video. Let's get it.
You do not want to be the first good this woman has ever met in her life. No. She is going, bro. She gonna destroy you, bro. She gonna mishandle you, bro. You get what I'm saying? All that chaos that she been dealing with, bro. No, bro. You gotta realize, is you being a good man, for all the fellas listening to this, if you know you're a good man, you gotta realize you're a patient man, you're an understanding man, right? You got foresight on where you wanna take your life, where you see you being at, and all that type of stuff. If a woman ain't never had a good man in her life, bro, she don't understand the vision.
Right.
She has no foresight. You get what I'm saying? She doesn't have patience. All she knows is combative things. And then she's picked up a lot of trauma that she's not letting go. You get what I'm saying? So all of that balled up into one woman, bro, 9 times out of 10, that woman will destroy you, bro.
Wow. Listen, all that is true. All that is true. So he says you do not want to be her first good man. What does that mean, her first good man? That means the man who wants to value her, the man who wants to treat her with value. Now that means two things. That means if you're that guy, if you're her first good man, she was either one, messing with Pookie and Ray Ray in the past, or guys who were out of her league, who she was chasing, trying to get validation, trying to lock them down, but they just, busted cheeks. And after dealing with those two type of men, those are usually the two types of men who are out here doing it big, playing these women, she now decides, okay, you know what? I'm going to give the nice guy or good guy, whatever you want to call him, I want to give that guy a chance. If you're that first guy, if she's saying things to you like, I've never had a guy treat me like this before, that should be a bit concerning. Because granted, I know people rush to perspective of, well, what if she was just unlucky? No, that's almost never the case. In most cases, when a chick's saying, I've never been treated like this before, and you're her first good guy, and she's been in the dating market, and she's not like young chick who's inexperienced, that means she's one, purposefully gone after toxic, bad boy type guys, or men who are out of her league, chasing for their validation, loving that life. And now after being used and abused, she comes to you and you're about to go through it, bro. You're about to go through it. Why? Because a lot of people, and this is men too, but this happens a lot of the times to women. And that's because a lot of people think that they could just jump into healthy relationships without getting therapy, without looking at themselves in the mirror and thinking to themselves, well, do I deserve a healthy relationship? Do I deserve someone who's actually healthy? Am I the type of person who would thrive in a healthy relationship? They don't think like that. Almost every single woman thinks she deserves a good man. Don't believe me? Check out some of these comments, bro. Check out the comments in response to what this gentleman was saying in this video. So this chick says, I love when men speak on behalf of women. So somehow she made this about women. I don't know where or how she got to that conclusion, but of course it's all about her. Here's another comment that says, and vice versa. Ladies, stay woke. Another comment here from another woman says, I agree that it will be rough, as in if you're her first good man, it will be rough, but she will ruin you is a little strong. No, it's not. She'll do more than ruin you, bro. She might red pill you, which may not be so bad if you're not already drinking coffee. Right? Some guys, here's the other perspective, is that some guys need this experience, but ruin you is not too strong. Traumatize you should be the real word there, because that's what really happens. And once you understand female nature and all this stuff, you don't have to go through all this stuff. Hearing a woman say, I've never been with a good man, it's like, what's wrong with you? This chick goes on to say, what if his balance propels her into her own greatness? You're assuming she has no intention on changing or growing and evolving. This is an interesting comment because she's saying, well, cut her some slack, right? What if you help her grow? What if what you bring will help her? But these would be the same chicks who, if you talk about a broke guy who has no ambition, who's struggling, finds a successful woman, now they're telling her not to settle. Nah, you don't settle either, gentlemen. Another comment here from another woman says, this was a tough pill to swallow, but I've missed out on great guys because of this. I had to get into therapy quick. There you go. Because I was mad at the world. Thank God for growth and therapy. Another comment here says, if a woman never had a good man, she won't appreciate you. I don't think that's necessarily true. Plenty of people out here who treat people like shit, and they still appreciate those people either way. You can still get treated horribly, and that person will appreciate that you're patient, that you give them a bunch of chances, that you're disrespected. They'll be like, you know what? I appreciate that man, but man, I gave that man hell. Here's another comment from another gentleman that says, true and not. It's true that as a man, we are putting ourselves in very uncomfortable situations with women who had poor dating experiences prior to us. We will likely have to deal with plenty of toxic behavior that has been normalized by a broken culture. He goes on to say, but it is in fact possible to help a woman like that to elevate. But should you? And why would you? Is my question. And if we do it right, we earn from our women a level of love, loyalty, and yes, submission unseen in most other cases because we have demonstrated our qualities and proven our ability to lead. Okay, he goes on to say, I'm not saying every man should go through this. I'm just saying there's value in helping a woman return to her feminine nature too. Okay, I get where this guy's coming from, but why? That's my question. Why go through all that work? Because here's where I'm saying, guys, the problem is a lot of chicks out here, again, don't want to do the work prior, the inner work. Looking at yourself, saying, what habits do I have? I'm quick to anger. I don't know how to treat a man. I don't know the things men value, the respect. I don't know how to make a man feel valuable, specifically the type of man who I want. You don't just decide you want something and become the perfect candidate for that situation. You have to go do the work and prepare for that position. Like a job, like everything else, if you have work to do to become a better and healthy individual, you need therapy, man. A lot of chicks out here need that therapy. They think realizing that they've been picking the wrong men is enough of a switch to now be prepared for the right type of guy. No. You need to go do the work. Here's another comment from another woman that says, what? So people don't grow and heal? Shaking my head, laugh aloud, exhausting. People do grow and heal. You just have to start out with some therapy. Laughing emojis, this chick says, what he's trying to say is she's going to start holding you to the standards you started. And for that, it's a lot of work and it's hard. Oh gosh. Another comment here says, I've seen with my own eyes how a woman destroyed a man that was a good man to her. She couldn't recognize the good in him because what love looked like to her was abuse. Wow. It's not for everyone, but I attest that this does happen. Here's another comment from another chick that says, not sorry, this is dumb. Yeah, but we've got a few more comments here that I thought were worth reading, like this one that says, it's crazy how men can speak from experience and get told it's not true from people who aren't men. There we go. Another gentleman here says the first good man in her life should be her dad. That's a good point. But a lot of chicks don't know what that looks like, and so they need guidance. And you can't guide a woman. Another comment here says, a video about men, women making it about themselves. Tragic. Somebody else here added, laugh aloud, you knew it was going to happen. And somebody else says, what's new? They always make it about them. A man can never have a platform where we can talk and vent without a female inserting herself in it. Somebody else here, a chick says, comments are wild, ladies. Just like some men aren't bad, some women aren't good. Again, just like some men aren't bad, some women aren't good. To insinuate that this is incorrect because it doesn't fit the description of you or women you know is false. The problem again, guys, is all these chicks think that they deserve a good man. Almost all of them. Stop writing what he's saying off and understand there's women like this who aren't healed, and there's women who have experienced trauma but haven't let that define them. Two things can and are true. Another comment here from another man says, absolute facts. Every solid dude who's been through a similar experience will agree. Another woman here says, you don't want to be the first good man an unhealed woman has. There, I fixed it, she said. So she's like, I fixed it. This is about unhealed women. And the guy responded back to that chick and says, didn't need to be fixed if you understand it. And seeing how so many dudes heard his words ring true, it was good. And she responded back and says, I fixed it for the women that have done the work on themselves, are still waiting for their good man, and struggles with feeling like this will be a man's perception of her. No, sis, you're healed and he not talking about you. Nah, he probably is. He probably is. If you're not seeing the results of the decisions you've made and you're under the age 60, he's probably talking about you. And you're not overweight and have hella kids, he's probably talking about you. Otherwise, there's probably other factors. Here's another comment that says, sadly, the only women on here that are completely disagreeing with his personal perspective are 9 times out of 10 probably the type of women he's describing. That's true. Our final comment here says, it's funny that even when men try to support other men, the women are here to tear us good men down. This a damn shame that men can't even support each other. This is a matriarchy. Listen, guys, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.